Welcome to the Global Alzheimer's Association Interactive Network, or GAAIN, System Tools Tutorial Series. This tutorial demonstrates the landing page at www.gaindata.org and the new Interrogator. This is the landing page for the GAAIN data website. Each logo image refers to one of GAAIN's data partners. GAAIN is a federated network of data partners. We've worked with each of our data partners to install client software at their location, and when queries originate from GAAIN search pages, these queries go out to each data partner, and the results come back and are combined. A green bar over a data partner logo indicates that there is a client running on their site that connects to the GAAIN Interrogator. A red bar indicates that a client is offline and not responding to requests. A gray bar means that an older version of a GAAIN client is running, and we are working with each one of our data partners to upgrade those clients. Click on an Apply link to be forwarded to the data application page for that data partner. There are three ways to search the GAAIN network. These are the Scoreboard, the Cohort Scout, and the Interrogator. I will be demonstrating our newest search interface, the Interrogator, in this demo. Anyone can access the Interrogator for free by providing an email address. Once you do, you'll be asked to verify your email address, and then you will automatically be allowed to log in. This is the dashboard of the GAAIN Interrogator. Each data partner is represented by a dataset box with their logo. I will click the Demo button below, which will populate the dashboard with data for this demonstration. It will take a few seconds to load the data. Step-by-step instructions for this demonstration can be found by clicking on the Demo Instructions button located next to the Demo button. What I've done here is prepared a pooled dataset where I've combined three datasets from the EDSD, ADNI, and NAC projects together. I'll get back to how I did this at the end of the demonstration, but right now I'm going to click the Explore button and open this dataset. In the GAAIN Interrogator, we currently support 4 types of preliminary analyses commonly used in epidemiology. This includes logistic regression and Cox proportional hazard regression. I'll choose logistic regression. The way this works is the user creates groups of subjects, which we call cohorts, and uses those groups in the analysis. The groups shown under My Cohorts are groups that I have created. For example, the first cohort is called Normal Females. This group contains 7,518 subjects, and you can see the breakdown as these subjects are pulled together from the 3 different data repositories. I have specified that all these subjects are in the age range between 55 and 85, all of them are female, and because I want to use this as a control group in my analysis, I have specified that no subject has a history of MCI or Alzheimer's disease. I want to compare this group with another group called Females with AD. There are 4,106 subjects in this group. All the subjects are in the same age range and all of them are females, but all these subjects have a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease. So the way this works is you drag from the left and drop on the right. I specify my control group by dragging the first group and dropping it into the control area. Add as well. Now that I've specified my control and case groups, and because I'm doing logistic regression, I need to choose some variables to investigate between the groups. For this, I prepared what we call indicator variables. An indicator variable has an output of 0 or 1. 1 you have it, 0 you don't, and in this case that refers to having the apoe 3,4 genotype. Now we can drag the different apoe genotype variables into the indicator area. I then give my analysis a name. I click and agree to the terms of use, and then I click on the Run Analysis button. The analysis runs, and it's ready, so I then click on the Logit link on the left side. These are the results of the analysis. On the left side, we see the odds ratios for all the apoe genotype variables we specified. These reflect the risks that women with the different genotypes have for developing Alzheimer's disease, with apoe44 having the highest risk. On the right side, we can see how the risk varies as a function of age for women with the apoe34 genotype. This is a very flexible application. If instead we wanted to study groups of men, I can go back, and if I've created analogous groups for men, I can drag them and replace the control and case groups. I type a new name for this analysis, and click the Run Analysis button again, and it's ready. I click on the Logit text again, and now I can compare the differences between men and women for this analysis. In particular, you can see for the apoe34 genotype that in a certain age range, women have a higher risk for developing Alzheimer's disease than men. This is very flexible. If we had wanted to create our own groups from scratch, we can go to the setup. For example, if we want to use mmse test scores to define a new group, we first drag the mmse variable into the flex area. Let's say we want everyone who has an mmse test score between 20 and 30. I can use this as a condition by dragging it into the cohort area. We give our new cohort a name, and now we have created a new cohort with almost 30,000 subjects. All these subjects have mmse test scores between 20 and 30. If now we want to add another condition to the cohort, we can drag another variable to the flex area, perhaps age, and let's say that we are also interested in subjects with ages between 60 and 80. I can now drag this condition to the Edit Cohort area, and that adds the condition. I can do this repeatedly to define the cohorts I'm interested in. These cohorts appear in the My Cohorts list, and you can drag them into the Analysis panel as I demonstrated earlier. A question that gets commonly asked at this point is, how do I pull together variables from 3 different data sets when the data in each project was collected differently? To answer this question, we can go to the ADNI dataset. We have to harmonize variables before we can pool them together. A simple example of this is the PT gender variable of ADNI. I can create a new variable based upon the ADNI variable. I'll give my new harmonized variable a name. And in ADNI, they define the code 1 to be males and the code 2 to be females. If in my coding conventions I instead use the letter M for males and the letter F for females, I can create a new harmonized variable and use this for my analyses. In fact, that is how I prepare this demo. I harmonize variables in the EDSD, NAC, and ADNI datasets as shown. If I want to pool them together, I select them, and then I click on the Create Pooled Dataset button. I give my new pooled dataset a name, and this sends me to the last screen of this demo. Here I want to create a new variable for this pooled dataset, call it sex, and associate it with the harmonized sex variable in the EDSD dataset, and you can see the subjects from that dataset. Then I associate it with the sex variable in the ADNI dataset, and the subject counts grow. Then, lastly, I associate it with the sex variable in the NAC dataset. Now I click the Pool Data button, and this creates a variable for my pooled dataset. And you can see we have created a new pooled dataset with that variable. I can now use this pooled dataset in the analyses as I demonstrated at the beginning of this demo. We encourage everyone to get a free GAAIN Interrogator account and start exploring. For more information, contact us at info@gain.org. That's info@GAAIN.org.